So welcome back to C8 Corvette design tutorial 33, and then in last tutorial we've been um, we've been working on the vents, the air vents here, and this small body part here. And let's just zoom in here for a second. And in this tutorial, we're going to close this back section, top back section off, and then we possibly can create some of these smaller indented surfaces here, and then hopefully we're gonna be able to get on the wing mirrors. All right, so let's open up a model here. And then just to let you know, if you're just tuning into my channel, you should, if you want to create this Corvette C8 one, you should start from part 1 and work it way up to this point here. And then you will learn a lot with these surfacing tutorials. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. All right, so let's get to this model here. So to close the section off, I want to get rid of this surface here because I want to make this one surface. So I'm gonna jump to the top plane here and create a sketch on that top plane. And I'm going to convert this whole surface here. Just click on that and we'll convert those entities. And I'm going to exit this sketch. I'm not going to convert the other side. And I'm going to jump into surfaces here and then trim out this surface here. I should exit that. And trim surface, select the sketch, and we're going to remove this surface here. Okay, and on the other side, I'm just going to click on this surface here. I'm just going to hide it. All right. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to jump to the front plane, make a sketch on the front plane, and I want to make a center line. It's not a 3D sketch, it's just a normal sketch. It anyways will be in the center. And I want to make a center line coming out from this corner out to about here and straight, vertical, I mean horizontal. All right, then I want to exit this sketch. And then I want to add a 3D sketch, a spline from this outside corner up to this line here. Okay, and I want to jump into this third display state. I want to click on this top plane here and normal to profile. And I just want to make this, bring this point to the edge of the body, top body part, top body scar. All right, we don't want that coincidence, so delete that coincidence there. And I want to grab this bar here, and I want to fix it all on the Z axis, and press OK. All right, so once I have that, I'm going to exit this sketch. And then I'm going to jump into the second display state, and I want this line to follow that curvature here. So I'm going to grab another 3D sketch, which is going to be a spline in this case. And I'm going to grab that spline and bring it from this edge corner here. I'm going to bring it all the way to that point there. Okay, I also want to add a tangency with this line and then this sketch here. Okay. I want to have a look at from the side here for a second. And I want to see if I can take off some of that curvature in this direction here. And maybe bring it down something like that. Okay, and then we have a look how that curvature will come out to be. Okay, I'm going to exit this sketch. I'm going to go to surfaces and fill surface, and I'm going to select these line edges of that filled surface. And that fills that section off, and then press OK. And we see how the surface looks. Okay, so the surface looks okay from here. And then we have some bulginess here. So we're going to delete the surface. And I'm going to delete the sketch. And instead of editing that sketch, I'm just going to grab another 3D spline. And I'm going to grab it from this corner like the other one. And then I'm just going to add the tangency with this line and this surface here. Okay, and then let's have a look now our surface. So select these edges and select to sketch. And that should give us a lot better surface now. And that's the surface we're looking for. We want this area to follow all the way throughout. So if I have a look in here, yeah, that follows very nicely all the way through to the end. I had a phone call. All right, so let's mirror the surface over to the other side. So mirror, and we're gonna mirror it over the front plane here, and then bodies to mirror is going to be this surface. Okay, so right. So let's do another fill surface on this whole thing here. So just select these edges. And that should give us that surface here. And then press OK. So we have the surface created here on the whole back section of that car. All right, so let's mirror these vents over as well. So features, mirror, front plane, of course, like always, and then bodies to mirror. And then let's start with the bracket. And then let's start with the bracket. Select all the faces that needs to be selected. And then let's press OK and see what we get. So we get all our surfaces on here. Let's take off that appearance of red yellow from the whole car. And then let's add a dark silver color maybe so we can see our model a lot better. So plastic, I'm going to choose high gloss. I'm going to choose dark gray. So we can see our surfaces a lot better now. All right, so maybe I'm not too happy about this area here, but that is something that we can fix. We can cut out these whole sections here, and then with this part here as well, and create a curvature downwards. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it like that. All right, so we had some things that we could put here as well on this area, on this vent section. It's not really a vent, but it looks more like a dent. So let's have a look at that picture. All right, so it kind of, right, so if we cut out and we leave a little bit, and if we cut into this, and then we drop a sketch lower, and then maybe a straight sketch down in this area, um, then probably we're gonna be able to create this surface, of course. But before that, let's try to add that glass in there. And then we have some things here. Maybe we can cut these areas out so it won't cause us any issue with the glass itself. So let's jump to the top plane. Make a sketch on the top plane, home to profile. And then let's grab a line. And maybe we can come up to this point here. And then let's do a center line here. To mirror the entity. So let's go to mirror. And let's mirror this entity over to that side. Okay. And then let's do converted entities, and let's convert this entity. Okay, and now let's go to surfaces, trim surface, and let's see if we can trim these small pieces out. I have something left here. And on the other side as well, I think. Yeah. So let's bring the sketch back. So let's go to trim surface again. Select the trim tool, which is going to be the sketch. And come in here, try to select these small pieces here. So that's one on that corner. And one on this corner here. Okay, so now it looks like a lot straighter edge all the way on that section there. So hide that sketch. And then we're going to add some 3D splines on this one. And I'm going to start from here. And I want to jump that area through. I also don't want to click anything here, so I want to jump that through here. And really, we can try to create that in one surface and see. So let's jump that hole there. Okay, and then grab another spline and then come down to this corner here. That's went to the surface. So let's grab the other. Let's grab the spline again and try to stay on that edge. Do this one here, this corner, and another spline. come down to this point here, and of course we want to stay on that edge on this side as well. Grab that other spline and then stay on this edge. Actually went inside, so I mean I'm gonna stay on that edge. Okay, that to that corner, and then maybe a few more splines here, just one more, and we can be going to see if we're gonna be able to add our field surface here. Okay, exit that sketch, exit this sketch here, and then let's go to surfaces and try at that field surface. Press OK. So the boundary is open somewhere. So let's have a look. Where is it open? Let's try that again. Select the 3D sketch. And cannot be patched. Let's try apply to all edges. No, let's deselect that. And then let's go and edit the sketch. Right, so let's delete this sketch actually. Let's try and delete the whole sketch. Boom. Okay, and then let's try something else here. Let's try a boundary surface. So let's go to selection manager. Select these top edges. Select the smaller pieces in there. So maybe that's where it's open. That's where we then somewhere here, this location. All right, so exit this boundary actually. Okay, and then let's go grab that 3D sketch and let's grab that what is it called, 3-point arc, and let's just jump in to these two corners here. And now that would be very that would be very wild if we cut this whole thing off like that, so we're not gonna do that. Let's try I really want to get the middle of this section here. All right. Okay, so let's try and exit here. And let's try to do that 3D sketch again. And down to this point here. And then, of course, we're going to grab that spline again and try and bring it into this point here. Grab the spline again. and another one, of course. Yes, I want to make sure I'm on that point, not anywhere on the face. And then let's find that corner point here. And just trying to stay on that edge. Hopefully this time it will give us the fill surface. If not, then we're going to try something else. Okay, so let's connect this point here. Exit the sketch and let's jump straight to fill surface. And I don't think it will give us that fill surface. No, it's not. Okay, right. So in this case, let's try boundary and then selection manager. Let's choose this top sketch and then selection manager, choose the bottom edges, bottom sketches. And then that will give us that kind of surface, which will give us a little bit of issue there. Let's select this face here. Obviously not. Delete that one. And then direction 2, see if we can add that in. No. Okay, so because we have this quite hexagonal shape or something, we do have to make it with the full surface. So let's delete this sketch again. Yeah, I mean, then deleting quite a lot. And let's jump to 3D sketch here and let's convert these edges. And hopefully they will connect each other. Well, I won't connect here, that's for sure. All right, so let's see here. All right, let's try and knit these surfaces together. Possibly that will help us. Let's knit this face with this one. Let's knit this face with this one here. And knit these surfaces already knitted together. So let's knit it to this surface here. All right. Let's try and knit these two surfaces. Okay, they're quite different surfaces. Okay, let's jump to 3D spline again and then create a spline again on this edge here. And we're gonna try something else. Up to this corner. And then Down to this corner here. Let's just come to this corner here and exit the sketch. Let's try add that fill surface with this sketch here. Select the sketch. And obviously this will cause us the issue. So let's come down with this sketch on this edge as well. Sketch, 3D sketch, spline. I want to make sure I click on that point there. Alright, so exit. And let's try now. This line, and these edges here. And now it added our window there. So yeah, so we had to create this sketch here, down to here, and down here. So hopefully you've been able to follow that and then create the surface as well. So we have a very nice window section in the back there. All right, so let's add a blue glass. Let's add a blue glass onto. Let's add it to the back here, that blue glass. All right, so now we have a glass in the back as well. Great, fantastic, and I hope you've been be able to create this glass yourself as well. There have been some edges here that we have to work around, of course. So thank you very much for being with me in this tutorial, and see you back in the next tutorial very shortly.